Hey everybody, welcome to Get Indie Gaming, where we've made it all the way into December, so it's time for the last of our top 5 indie game launch video of the year. Before we check out this month's selection, here's a handful of games our honourable mentions were also keen to share. Up first, and while the keen-eyed amongst you will recall Iris Fall featured within our November showcase, it slipped its launch to December 7th after we put that video to bed. Iris Fall promises an immersive puzzle adventure experience we're right at home with, and we're particularly taken with its striking visuals and use of light and shadow. Coming out December 12th, Dorian Morris Adventure is a point-and-clicker woven together with psychological theory and personality trait analysis, which could be fun, we kind of guess. While sounding a tad dry, we are honestly curious to see how this all works and whether or not it disappears up itself into highbrow nonsense. The graphics are pleasing enough, and fingers crossed it delivers something just as interesting. The first of 2 party games in this video, Override Mech City Brawl, has us looking forward to coming together as a family to kick 7 bells from each other's anime-inspired mechs amongst 3D modelled areas based on the likes of Tokyo, San Francisco and Mexico. This one launches December 4th, and while party-based, it does come with a single player which we doubt will go anywhere near. Launching December 4th on PC, Aeon of Sands is a retro-inspired 2D RPG within a hand-drawn 2D environment, looking to offer non-linear replayable stories with multiple endings. While the art is a little rough around the edges, it hints at something reasonably atmospheric, and we're intrigued to discover how the grid-based exploration, real-time combat and puzzles come together in what seems to be a twist to the traditional dungeon crawler. While Clatter comes with a single player, the last of this month's honourable mentions, it's the multiplayer modes that have us wanting to see more from this turn-based tactical arena bots battler when this one comes later in the month. With many options of bots to use in building your own squad, together with hundreds of different ways in which you can customise them, we're hugely looking forward to playing with others online and in seeing what creations and player strategies people come up with. And with Clatter being the last of this month's honourable mentions, let's kick on with this month's top 5. Since putting Nex Mechanica at our number 2 slot for our 2017 Game of the Year, we've been waiting for another twin-stick shooter that offers something similar, and in Hellfront Honeymoon we might just have it. Headed to the PC, PlayStation 4 and Xbox come the middle of the month, Hellfront Honeymoon looks set to offer short and intense matches, either as a solo experience or within local co-op death mode matches for up to 4 people. With its nod to the retro side of the genre in the colour scheme and soundtrack, Hellfront will give you full mouse and keyboard controls together with a gamepad support and online leaderboards for those competitive types amongst us. While perhaps not quite up to the scope as offered by Nex, if like us you grew up playing these games and continue to love doing so, Hellfront Honeymoon is one that should deserve your attention. It's with a dose of nostalgia for ghouls and ghosts we place Battle Princess Madeline at number 4. Here we have a side-scrolling game full of castles, swamps and graveyards, and comes with a classical arcade feel from the time of the 8 or 16-bit era. Battle Princess Madeline features 10 levels with up to 5 stages in each, including 1 or 2 branching hidden stages. With boss battles, a ghostly dog as a companion, and a combo meter for destroying enemies, this nod to the past grabbed us with its hand-drawn pixel art, which is some of the best we've seen since something like Owlboy. Madeline looks great and hopefully delivers a suitably awesome experience alongside with it. At number 3 we have Big Crown Showdown. Some of you already know we're suckers for classy couch co-op games, and on this front, Big Crown is looking likely to be right up our proverbial alley. It comes out December 14th on the PC and all of the usual consoles, and with it comes a mashup of classical platforming and full-on co-op brawling. You'll play across a number of courses, with you having to dodge traps, swinging weaponry while at the same time trying to bash your opponent off the side of the track. While designed to be accessible to all, the trailer hints at certain aspects for players to get an advantage over their rivals. A sneaky trapdoor here and there, or setting down a platform that falls away when your buddy runs over it. That sort of thing, and much, much more. While we're unlikely to stray too far away from the local co-op version, players will also have the opportunity to go online and do battle with others from across the globe, with this being another feather in this one's cap. In Big Crown Showdown, we're hoping to have found something to play throughout the holiday season with family friends, and you can be sure we're planning on a full review once the embargo lifts this coming December 10th. At number 2, Bladed Fury launches on December 28th onto the PC, with it catching our eye for the most part due to its distinctive aesthetic that simply put makes it pretty darn gorgeous to look at. The backgrounds are on a special high point given the almost painterly use of broad brushstrokes that help offset the intricate details within the characters. With a story based on Chinese myths and legends where a princess looks to put an end to accusations of murder, Bladed Fury's 2D side-scrolling gameplay with platforming elements is set within a backdrop of the solid combo brawler combat system, which seems fast, intense and fierce. Players will also have the ability to undertake certain RPG-style quests and have their character level up, which should enable a smooth progression within the overall fighting experience. The one area we are looking forward to seeing more from stems from the anachronistic inclusion of such elements as mechanical arms and machine guns, and we're hoping these things nicely marry into everything else, which on the face of it, together with the stunning musical score, suggests a possibility of something pretty special. Way out in front at this month's number 1, Gris straight up delivers some of the most handsome looking gameplay footage we've ever seen. In a word, it's utterly beautiful, and in the same way Bladed Fury had painterly elements, Gris looks more like a finely crafted and hand-painted watercolour than a game. The beauty doesn't stop there. The animations are Game of the Year material and right up there with the best we've ever seen in a 2D game. There's almost a sense of ballet about them. Visually, Gris appears an astonishing undertaking, and the accompanying music is also outstanding. While we're yet to play it, our one concern looking at the trailers and available gameplay footage is to whether there's enough to hold the attention over and above how beautiful it looks. We're assuming the platforming puzzle elements will offer enough to engage the player while giving a suitable narrative payoff. Either way, for its artistry and end-to-end premise, Gris sits at the top of our countdown for December, with it launching onto the PC and Switch on the 13th. With Gris looking an outside contender for our Game of the Year countdown, you can see if it makes the list when this drops December 15th. What do you think should make our end of year top 10? Be sure to let us know down in the comments. Still to come this December, we've our usual selection of countdown series from our hidden gems through to our Kickstarter run-through and much, much more. We look forward to welcoming you back here soon for more videos.